This was not quite Harry and Meghan's last day as senior royals, but it felt like it. A last look at the pomp and ceremony they are leaving behind. A last chance for them to show the world what could have been. The event, celebrating connections between countries that were once part of the British Empire, quickly became a demonstration of the disconnect within the royal family. Unlike last year, when Harry and Meghan arrived in procession with the Queen, this year they were seated early. Meghan appearing to mouth hi when William and Kate arrived, but the two couples, sitting just seats away, seemed an ocean apart to many onlookers. Uncle Prince Edward chatting to Harry and Meghan, while William and Kate scarcely spoke to them. Harry and Meghan positioned behind the Queen and Prince Charles, only seeming to relax after the other royals left. Harry giving singer Craig David a health-conscious elbow bump. The last few days have once again demonstrated their star power, some calling it a victory lap. The British people's affection for them unmistakable, like the teen who told his school
she really is beautiful, isn't it?
Before giving Meghan a hug. Now writing jokingly to Harry to say sorry.
I wrote the letter to Harry because I thought to myself, if anybody else was touching my wife and getting so comfortable, it'd be so weird.
As they wrapped up their final official event as senior royals, Harry and Meghan stopping to chat to more school children. The royal family losing two extraordinary ambassadors as they left the historic Westminster Abbey for a new, uncharted future, holding each other's hands.
All right, let's talk about that future for a moment here, Keir. What do we know about what's next for Harry and Meghan as they start this new chapter?
Well, just in the next few weeks, their staff will start to pack up their boxes there in Buckingham Palace, and then Harry and Meghan, we know, of course, will head back to Canada. After that, we don't know. We just want to do something that we don't normally do here, though, Craig, and just show you where we are. People who visited London will know this. Buckingham Palace is there. This is the Mall. Down at the end of the Mall there is Westminster Abbey, where Harry and Meghan were yesterday. There's Parliament down there, across the park there. This is the heart of the establishment. This is what Harry and Meghan are leaving behind. This is where history is made. And I suspect, Craig, in the years ahead, the history books will tell us many things we don't yet know about what was happening behind the scenes.